Right, okay, so good morning to everyone. So we'll start today's session. So we need to discuss weekly test 11 and also we move to 2017 O-level paper last 20 MCQs like 20 or 15 MCQs like we made. And also I sent just now the tute that with some MCQ questions which I taken from the your model papers, like O-level model papers. So those questions little bit hard than the O-level papers. So we'll try to do that also the later part of this session. So first we'll take uh, weekly test 11 MCQ questions and essay questions. I will discuss some um, questions that most of guys are incorrectly answered. Okay? Especially in SCQ1, most of you guys are answered correctly. All of you guys having 40. I think I put a sheet here. Wait, I will share it. Hmm. Yes, here I share with you the ranking sheet. So here for the CQ1, most of you guys are scored, and that's a bio question. And I think that's why you guys scored, and some of you guys having 15 marks. 15 is the total mark. And also SCQ2, you having issues. It's with some physics question also, physics one, and essay question also, some of you guys have scored more 15. 15 is the cutoff, right? So if you want to get A pass, so you need to score more than 15 for a essay question out of 20, right? Otherwise, you will lack. If you can score 36, 37 like MCQs, then it will may can cover. But otherwise, most of you guys go like 33, 34, like MCQs, like in my experience. So then, like that, more for essay, three essays you need to write. So for that three essays, you need to score more than 15. So then you can go for 80 mark like well, for SCQ, structured essay question, you need to score more than 10, at least 10. You need to get uh, 12 marks like better if you have. So we'll discuss some of the issues that you have shown in your answer sheets. Uh, especially මේ Ray diagram එක ගොඩක් අය වරද්දලා තිබ්බා. So we need to discuss that also. So anyway, we'll start from MCQs. So this sheet, just analyze this, how and what happened for your MCQ marks with the others, and also other two questions also, other three questions, two SAQs and essay. And we'll expand this until 200 marks. Still, we are in nine. Previously, first 10 papers, we only give 75 marks, one SCQ. Now, from 11th test, we add one SCQ, and then we'll add other two SCQs and essay questions also, and 20 MCQs we need to add. So we need to go 200 mark. That one. Paper 200 mark වලින් divide වෙලා තමයි එන්නේ. මෙතන මේ තව issue එකක් තියෙනවා. මම 15 අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ directly යවුවා 100 වලට එද්දි 7.5 වලින් එන්නේ. ඒකෙන් දෙතිලා ඉන්නේ හැම එකම. එතකොට ඒක අපි 200 ගන්න. 200 ගත්තාම ඒක 100 වලට divide වෙනවා. මේ 2 වලින් divide වෙලා 100 වලට එනවා final mark. Okay, anyway, so go with this track. So you can get high score when you analyze your errors and if you can correct those. paper ලිව්වට විතරක් මදි අර ඒ analyzing part එක really important. ගොඩක් අය කරන්නේ නැත්තේ ඒක. Papers ලියනවා but they not analyze their errors and also their weak points. Anyway, we'll start now. It's 6:55. How much is the gravitational potential energy contained in an object of mass 50 kilogram moving to a height of 40 centimeters from the ground level? So here, what is the equation for potential energy? That's, you can put the answers in chat also. Then I'm asking something. So mgh, EP equals mgh. So these formula better if you can write in a separate paper, list of physics formulas and chemistry also you can write them. So then day before O-level exam, it's easy. So this is for kinetic energy. This is no use for this question, but I wrote this for your preference. Half into mv square. So here, so when we solve this question, 40 kilograms. So remember, you need to apply these values in SI units, right? 50 kilograms and G is 10, since it is Earth, and 40 centimeters. 40, sorry, here 15, M is 50. Correct me if I'm wrong, the chat, sometimes some mistakes. So here it's 100. Right, then we can cut off this. So then 50 into 10. Here also you can cut 50 into 4. No answer like that. 50 into 10. 50 into 10 into 40. So mistake. 40, it should be 40 meters. Sorry, that's 40 meters. I think I'll give you marks for third answer. 15 to 10 into 4. Wait, I'll check. Yes, I gave you marks for third one, which means like in marking scheme, they assume that it's 40 meters, but it's wrong. Here they mention it as 40 centimeters. Anyway, most of you guys answered it as third one. So if someone got wrong this question because of that, so tell me, I will give you marks because it's a typing mistake. So the second one, so answer is 3 if we take 40 as meters. Sorry, I will try to minimize these typing errors as much as possible, but anyway, it's happened. Here also, let's see. Second one, when the specimen of blood was observed under the high power of light microscope, several compounds were observed. This question also most of guys incorrectly answered. Here, like in white blood cells, what's the main feature? They have nucleus, right? Nucleus. So some of nucleus having granulocytes also. So we call it as the granules. So those we call it as granulocytes, neutrophils, basophils, and eosinophils. And the other thing is like non-granulocytes. Two non-granulocytes, basophils and monocytes and lymphocytes. So here nucleus clearly පේන ඒවා තියෙනවානේ. ඒවා ගන්න වෙන්නේ white blood cells within. And the smallest particles වගේ තියෙන. So those will be the platelets, right? ඒවා අපි කියන්නේ cell fragments, ඒතකොට ඒ තමයි smallest particles විදිහට ගන්න. And intermediate තියෙනවානේ, මැද medium size ඒවා. So those we need to take as red blood cells. Now here is, you can see in red blood cells at the middle there are some dot-like thing. So some can just argue with me like, sir, those are also we can consider as nucleus kill. But in this question, so clearly they showing A, C, and D. Those are we considered as white blood cells. B considered as red blood cells. And platelets are not indicated here with that. So answer is 2. Right? A and B. A is monocytes, and then the second one red blood. If you have any issues, just put in the chat. If you are not agree with me, or if you have any different suggestions for those questions, just tell me. We'll see. We can get marks for your answers. Right. So third one, which diagram illustrates the Lewis structure of hydrogen bonds? So this is too easy. Second one is the answer, right? Don't misunderstand this one. So hydrogen, this is the Lewis structure, right? So, and what is this? This is dot cross, right? Dot cross structure, and this is dot structure, Lewis dot structure, dot cross, and Lewis structure. This is what we use mostly now in chemistry, right? Some people answered as 4, as I remember. So that's wrong, right? Here they ask Lewis structure. So it's number 2. So fourth one, the hydrometer was put into a liquid and measured the density of a liquid. The correct observation and reason are. So observation, hydrometer immersing more and density of liquid less and volume of water displaced is less. The hydrometer, right? Hydrometer, when we put into a liquid, what will happen? If the density of this liquid is less, this hydrometer goes down more, right? So, but it's this liquid having high density, mega given ප්‍රමාණය අඩුයි, right? මේක ඉමර්ජ් වෙන්නේ අඩුයි. දැන් අපි A logic එකෙන් තමයි යන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට hydrometer first එකේ තියෙන immersing more, density of liquid is less and volume of water displaced is less. Volume of water displaced is less කියන එක wrong නේ. वो displace වෙන්න එපා වැඩිපුර මොකද upthrust එක වැඩි වෙනවනේ. Second one, hydrometer immersing less, density of the liquid is high. Yeah, density of liquid high වුණාම මේක immerse වෙනවා අඩුයි. And also volume of water displaced is less. Yeah, less immersing means less displacing water. So I think it's clear. So මෙතන වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? W equal, this is extra thing. W equal for the upthrust, right? When some object is floating on a fluid, which means W equal for upthrust, right? Upthrust. And upthrust එකට තව formula එකක් තියෙනවා, equation එකක් U equals V rho G කියලා. But no, this is not in syllabus, right? O level syllabus එකේ නෑ. A level physics වල දිනව U equals V rho G. So upthrust depend වෙනවා what? this displaced volume of water or the particular volume, particular volume of that liquid, and also density, and also the gravitational acceleration. And so, in some MCQ questions, this is also important for you guys. We draw G. So just mention that will be important. So question number 4. So just put these two. Immersed volume, method displaced volume. Displaced volume. If this is not clear, just ask. Immersed volume or displaced volume. මේ immersed වෙච්ච volume එක හරියි. Displaced volume එක තමයි B කියලා කියන්නේ. Rho කියන්නේ liquid එකේ density එක. Liquid density, and this is gravitational acceleration. If you finish, just put thumbs up. Okay, I think finish. Yes, you can react. I think reaction option is there. So just put thumbs up if you are finished. Okay, then the fifth one, select the correct answer which is given, gives the scientific name. Here also there's a mistake, right? So need to, but italic වෙන්න ඕන එක ආන්සර් එක බට් එහෙම එකක්වත් නැහැ. එතකොට ඉතින් අපිට ගන්න වෙන ඊළඟ possible answer එක වෙන්නේ what? Third one, right? Third one එක තමයි answer එක වෙන්නේ specific epithet එකයි. Specific epithet and genus, generic name and the specific epithet correctly. කියලා තියෙන විදිහට එතකොට ගන්න වෙන්නේ first letter එක only generic name එකේ first letter එක capital letter එකක් වෙන්නේ, and all the other letters are simple letters, and it should be italic in when you print this, and when you write you need to underline separate. නම් දෙක separate යන දැන් කරනවා. Some students just underline as one line, but it's wrong. So if you need something right, just quickly mark that. Better if you have a printout of this paper. I couldn't send still with couldn't send you the papers. Like I hope to send printed versions in future, but we'll see. But now you need to do is like before the discussion, just get a printout of this paper, and then you can write important points in the same question එක ළඟින්ම ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන්. Then put these into a file, right? File එක දාලා තියාගන්න. File, then keep that file where science weekly papers like. Then before the exam, if you need some ඔයාගේ errors තියෙන questions තියෙනවා අන්න ඒ ටික ආයෙ පාරක් කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. errors correct වෙනවද කියලා. නැත්නම් ඒක එහෙමම සමහරවල්. ආයෙත් මම මේ සිමිලර් පේපර් එක කරලා ආයෙත් ඒ ප්‍රශ්න ටිකම මරනවා. හරි ඒ error එක කරන්න එපා. ඒක තමයි ගොඩක් අයට වෙන්නේ. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට A B ගන්න බැරි වෙන්නේ because of that issue. Especially you can get A pass actually of 4 level science කියන එක මාර්ගයක් නෙමෙයි. And A level physics chemistry just you need to do hard work. But here just you can get. But the thing is like you miss some your errors and you continue that for O level paper as well. Sixth one, 3 moles of A and 12 moles of B are contained in a mixture of A and B. Mole fraction of B is mole fraction of B. B එක ගහන්න එතකොට B divided by A plus B, right? Simple. B එක එතකොට 12 moles and A plus B කියන්නේ 15 moles. Then it's 4, 5, 0.8. Yeah, 0.8. Just write if it is incorrect. Then the seventh one, the equation which can be used to find the resistance according to the Ohm's law. So, equation which can be used to find the Ohm's law V equals IR. The metal resistance they specifically ask find the resistance. No, I think we can use this as answer 4. So here if you need, you can use this way, then resistance can find. But they give this one as the answer, so accept this. Then the eighth one. Consider the following statements. A. Only parenchyma and collenchyma are simple permanent tissues. No, right? Only can be parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. So you need to just remember all the unique features of those. So just can you just put in the chat what are the unique features of parenchyma? 1 or 2 unique features enough. Parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Unique features. Again, ඒවලට විතරක් identical features තියෙනවා. අන්න ඒවා පොඩ්ඩක් දාන්නකෝ chat එකට. Quickly. Put it as a private message and quickly. I'll give 1 minute because time is going. Just quickly put. No need full sentences. Just if you can give the idea, then I can get that you know that feature. Okay, anyway, I will tell. So parenchyma, what are the unique features? So then living cell වගේ එකක් ගත්තොත් it's not a unique feature, right? Because collenchyma also living cell. So yeah. So parenchyma shape එක identical. Isodiametric shape කියන එක identical, right? Isodiametric or spherical shape. Because like collenchyma ගත්තොත් it has polygonal shape, right? ඒ polygonal shape කියන එක මේ collenchyma වලට identical. ඒතකොට shape කියන එක identical ගන්න පුළුවන්. And the other thing is like in parenchyma, always they have what? Intercellular spaces. But collenchyma වල හැමතිස්සෙම intercellular spaces intercellular spaces අඩු. Right? Sometimes may or may not කියලා thing. So that's also it's not a good one, but good answer. But you can write that also. And what else? Nucleus. Yeah, parenchyma. You mentioned nucleus is present peripherally. Collenchyma, this vacuole is there. That central vacuole is there. It's the living cell. So ඒක ඉච්චරම ගන්න බෑ. I think ඔය මේක තමයි ගන්න. Intercellular spaces. Yes. So collenchyma, what are the unique features? Unique features that shape, polygonal shape is there, and their corners thickened, right? So that's a unique feature for collenchyma cells. And yeah, so then sclerenchyma, they are dead cells, right? Dead cells, and also they have lignin deposits. Lignin deposit කියන එක parenchyma වලත් නැහැ, collenchyma වලත් නැහැ. Lignin deposit in the secondary cell wall. So that's also a unique feature, right? Okay. Then B, phloem tissue. So Pahanya sent me the answer, so that's better, right? That a nucleus is present peripherally කියන එක නම් I can't accept, but if you have any logic for that, just tell me. But other answers are good. Parenchyma, dead cells, and at that part also lignin deposits. Yeah. B, phloem tissue is a simple permanent tissue, but xylem tissue is not a simple permanent tissue. No, phloem is a complex permanent tissue. Xylem tissue is not a complex permanent tissue. Correct, right? It's a complex permanent, simple permanent tissue. Second part correct, first part is wrong. So can you guys quickly put what are the cells that some of the, I think structure essay paper they ask, what are the cells, two cells of phloem tissue. So can you guys write quickly what are the four types of cells in phloem tissue and the four types of cells of xylem tissue? Must know thing that. So quickly put in the chat what are the cells. If you don't know the all four, just find ඔයාලා මතක ටික විතරක් හරි දාන්න. Quickly. I'll give you 2 minutes. Ignara. So just send me your answers also. So when you write fibers, so always write phloem fibers or xylem fibers. Right? Because fibers තුවම නිකම් fibers උත් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මොකටවත් අයිති නැති just parenchyma එකේ fibers උත් තියෙනවා. But here xylem tissue එකේ fibers just xylem fibers. Phloem tissue එකේ phloem fibers. And the other Pahani answer is correct. Phloem tissues, yes. And Kidnara, silent tissue, tractile vessels, silent parenchyma, silent fibers. Vessels කියලා විතරක් මදි. Xylem vessel elements. Xylem vessel elements. Phloem tissue, CUTube elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. Yeah. Kidnara issue එක අර xylem vessel elements කියලා හරියට ලියන්න. full term ලියන්න. නැත්නම් ඔයා දන්නවා you lose marks. So second one wrong, first one also wrong. Then parenchyma tissue is a simple permanent tissue. Yes, that's correct. So මෙතන අහන්නේ incorrect statements මොනවද කියලා. එතකොට A and B. Third one is the answer. Ninth one, which statement is correct about the factors affecting solubility? Solubility. මෙතන මේ solubility ගත්තාම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් එකක් තමයි solubility වල table එකකින් ගන්න. Solubility වල if that mixture with solid plus liquid or liquid plus liquid now. So then it factors are different than liquid plus gas one. Liquid එක gas එකකින් හැදලා තියෙන mixture එකයි liquid or solid liquid mixture එකකට affected factors, solubility factors are different. Right? So here what are the factors? There are 3 factors. Here 2 factors. Just මතක් කරගන්න මම type එක ගැන හොඳ. So here one is temperature. Here also temperature affect. And here nature of the solvent, nature of the solvent, nature of solute. Here pressure, right? Pressure. And the other thing is like temperature affected විදිහ වෙනස්, right? It's quite different. In a solid liquid one now, when you increase the temperature, solubility also increase. But in liquid gas one, when you increase the temperature, solubility decrease. So that you need to remember. That's why soda bottle. Soda bottle example. Soda bottles we keep in fridge, right? In low temperature because මේ question එක අහලා තිබ්බා last time O level paper එකේ also. When we keep soda bottle in fridge, it's low temperature. Low temperature low now, solubility high. Then most of the carbon dioxide will dissolve with water in low temperature. But what happened? Carbon dioxide, gaseous carbon dioxide level එක අඩුයි. But what happened when you increase the temperature? When you increase the temperature, this gaseous carbon dioxide level goes up and dissolved carbon dioxide level goes down. Right? So this is really important. Sometimes සමහර මට ගෙදර experience එකක් තිබුණා කිස් නෙක්ටර් බොටල් එකක් එහෙම මේ like we keep that in outside the fridge and just it's කපාරට පිපුරුවා මේ ඒක අවසර දැන් පස්සේ මොකද temperature එක ඒකයි අර මේ warm places වල තියන්න එපා කියලා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට label එකේ click කරලා තියෙනවා. මොකද warm තිබ්බ ගමන් මේකේ solubility එක less, then most of the gas comes to gaseous area. So then මේක දැන් ඉඩත් එපා මේකට. ඒතකොට space එක මදි වෙන ගමන් මේක පුපුරලා යනවා. So just if you need quickly write, and I need you guys to write, you need to write definition of solubility. Quickly put that into chat. The definition of solubility. And if someone needs this note also, just quickly take. And when you finish, just put thumbs up. Solubility definition එක chat එකට දාන්න. Right. I think finish. If you finish this note in the board, just put thumbs up. Right, okay. So I think Kipnara, you finish your object. Okay, so Pahanya sent me solubility definition. Yeah, I think it's correct. Yeah, it's mostly correct. Certain temperature. Kitnara didn't send. Anyway, we'll continue. Mass of that solute which dissolve in 100 grams of solvent. Yeah. So 100 grams of solvent in a partner you need to write definitely. And also we need to mention temperature because temperature change when water solubility change when it's up. So definitely you need to mention the temperature. The certain temperature we measure that. So we get this solubility value in grams, right? Mass of solute, mass of the solute which dissolve in 100 grams of solvent in a certain temperature. That's okay. Then we'll move to that question. What are the answers? So nature of the solute and nature of the solvent are affected only. That's wrong. Temperature missing. Second, nature of the solute, nature of the solvent and temperature are affected only. එතනත් ඉතින් ඉෂුව එකක් තියෙනවා මොකද මේක කියලා නැහැ ගෑස් එකක්ද ලික්විඩ්ද කියලා liquid or solid එකක්ද so there is a issue but let's see third one no effect of nature of solute and solvent no effect of nature of solute and solvent wrong nature of solvent and temperature are only affected factors that's also wrong so අපිට ඒතර ගන්න වෙන්නේ අර best possible answer විදියට second one තමයි but there's a issue of that particular sentence also ඕලෙවල් පේපර් එකේදී වගේ ඒවා හරියට දෙයි but මේ දැන් මම මේක කියතු provincial papers වලින් so some issues there 10th one the necessity that should be well balanced to should be to balance an object under three forces which are not parallel or non-parallel forces yeah the first the resultant of two forces should be equal to the magnitude of other force that's correct almost correct we'll see the other sentence also like think like this is the object three forces F1 F2 and F3 so මෙහෙම තිබ්බොත් it's wrong right F1 plus F2 equals F1 plus F2 equals F3 you know that's wrong right this is wrong resultant force of F1 and F2 equal to F3 yeah that's mostly correct but they don't mention the direction the direction එක issue එකක් තියෙනවා but anyway like magnitude wise this is correct right result first sentence is correct second one the direction of the resultant of two forces should be equal or parallel to the direction of other force no that's totally incorrect equal parallel third one the addition of three forces is equal to the resultant of two forces what's that fourth one two forces are single pointed and other force exists as the other point no all three forces are meet at common point right they meet when that's wrong right so that's wrong so fourth one also wrong so we need have to accept 10 first one as the answer for say 10th question 10 10 10 10 yes one is the answer 10 1 right 11 not a disease associated with kidney that's සමහර අය වරද්දලා දෙනවා why I don't know why this is wrong some people still don't do the biological process anyway but generally we you know nephritis කියන්නේ kidney inflammation kidneys වල I think you guys know now most of the classes finished this lesson nephritis means nephrons there's an inflammation so inflammation of nephrons is the structural and functional unit of kidneys right? kidneys වල තියෙන basic unit එක තමයි nephron කියන්නේ urine formation වලට involved වෙන්නේ එතකොට ඔය nephron වල තුවාල වගේ ආවොත් ඒකට තමයි inflammation කියන්නේ එතකොට අපි කියන nephritis කියලා itis කියන term එක වෙන්නේ inflammations වල. දැන් අපි bronchitis කියලා එන lungs වල bronchioles affect වෙනවා නම් we call bronchitis. I tendon affect වෙන tendinitis. Likewise itis එනවා නම් plantar fasciitis. Likewise inflammations. And atherosclerosis, first atherosclerosis is plaque formation of coronary arteries. Coronary arteries were not there, but heart attack in coronary arteries plaque formation in the. But this plaque formation happens in the brain. What will happen? Brain arteries it will lead to atherosclerosis can lead to what? Stroke, right? May atherosclerosis depending on the locations, two consequences can happen. If it is brain, that's stroke. If it is heart attack, that's myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction. So those two can happen. Then third one, stones in the kidney. Definitely it goes with kidney. Mono deposit pen, compounding. Substance kidney stones, if there is deposit pen. Anyone knows, just put the chat quickly. What's the compound or the chemical substance that deposit as kidney stones? You can ask in next slide. Calcium oxalate, right? Calcium oxalate deposit pen. And last one, failure of the kidney. Yeah, kidney failures can occur. Sometimes it's a acute kidney failure. The part when within 2-3 hours. Some conditions are chronic kidney failures, chronic kidney disease. That's long term diabetic, blood pressure, high blood pressure, hypertension, atherosclerosis, those because of those conditions, kidneys will damage and it we call as chronic kidney disease. And there are a lot of reasons actually. Identify Lanka Anuradhapura Polonnaru areas mainly chronic kidney disease we call CKDU. Right? People say it's a glyphosate line effect for that. Will affect that, and some genetic factors also can affect. Less water consumption. That's why water. Kidney issues. Kidneys වල ප්‍රශ්න වලට හොඳම ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට දැන් ඔයාලා තාම ඉන්නේ 16 15 16 17 ඔය age group එකේ and එතකොට බෙස්ම දේ තමයි ඔයාගේ අර future එකේ ඔකේ නැති වෙන්න control කරගන්න drink water පුළුවන් තරම් water ගන්න. එතකොට අර kidney stones වලින් prevent වෙන්න පුළුවන්, kidney failures වලින් and also nephritis වගේ conditions වලින් prevent වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Drink more water. It's very important. Okay, so answer is first one, right? 12 number of more because atherosclerosis කියන එක correlate වෙන්නේ කොහෙත් එක්කද? Heart එකයි brain එකයි mainly. But heart එකේ atherosclerosis indirectly can affect for kidneys also. Hypertension ඇතිලා එහෙම විදියට. But ඒක ලොකු පාත් එකක්. එච්චර ඩීටේල් යන්න ඕනේ නැහැ අපිට. Simply ගන්න පුළුවන් answer එක first one. 12th one, number of moles which substance is similar to number of moles of 11 grams of carbon dioxide. How to find moles when you have mass? What the equation? Simple n equals simple n over capital N. So this one you must remember because ගොඩක් ප්‍රශ්නවල chemistry questions වල මේක එනවා mind most of the time quantification එක. So here 11 for carbon dioxide will what's the molar mass? Here is molar mass. So carbon dioxide moles we to find 11 grams divided by 44 gmol minus 1. So 0.25. moles, 0.25 moles. So here the thing is like we need to get some other compound also equal to this mole count. අපි දැන් ෆස්ට් එක බැලුවොත් ග්ලූකෝස් වල C6H12O6 එතන මේකේ mass එක වෙන්නේ දීලා තියෙන 45 grams divide by 180 GMOL minus 1. So මෙතන 1, here it's 4, 0.25. So they are equal, right? First එකෙන් මාස් එක ඇවිල්ලා අනිත් ඒවා ඕනනම් check කරන්න but no need නේ. දැන් ඕවා water වල එහෙම 13.5 කියන එක divide වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. water වල මෝල mass එක 18, 13.5 divide by 18 කියන එක එන්න. sodium chloride වල sodium 23, chlorine කියන්නේ 35.5, කියන්නේ 58.5, 23 plus 35 58.5 විතර 29.25 විතර එන්නේ half 0.5 ඒකත් wrong. First one තමයි answer එක. If you are struggling with this, just fine. මේ හතරටම හොයන්න. යූරියා වල යූරියා ගත්තොත් 60 grams of urea තියෙනවා. යූරියා වල මේ හැබැයි මේක හොයන්න යූරියා වල formula එක දැනගෙන ඉන්නවා. යූරියාගේ formula එක තමයි CO NH2 twice. Right? මේක එතකොට 12 plus 16 plus nitrogen දෙකක් කියන්නේ 28, hydrogen හතරක් කියන්නේ 4. එතකොට මෙතන 28 plus 28, 56 plus 4, 60 GMOL minus 1. මේක ඔන්න ලියන්න. urea, CONH2 twice. So එතකොට මෙතන 60 grams තියෙන. එතකොට urea තියෙන 1 more. 1. So answer is definitely first one. Thirteenth one, select the answer which shows the external appearance of light sensitive resistors and its symbol is light sensitive ones. So ඔතන arrow direction එක බලන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාලට. arrows diode එක පැත්තට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා ඒක light sensitive වෙනවා. කියන්නේ R එක්නවලු R එක තියෙන ආන්සර් එකක් ඔයාලට choose කරන්න වෙන්නේ. මොකද අනිත් ඒවා ගොඩක් ඒවා ඔයා දන්නේ නැහැ. Still you don't know because this lesson මේ lesson එක ඇත්තටම මේ electricity නම් grade 10 වල කරලා තියෙනවා but electronics එන්නේ grade 11 වල last part එකෙන් that එතකොට some of the මේ මෙතන තියෙන transistors, capacitors, so those things you don't know still. But ඔයාලා අර fact එකෙන් යන්න පුළුවන්. R එක ඔයා දන්නවා electricity වල as I remember the textbook they mentioned. So R කියන එක answer එක විතරයි. ඒතකොට second එක විතරයි choose කරන්නේ. In some questions, that kind of situations you have to face, like you don't know everything, but some clue is there. So using that clue and so some point is there. So using that one, you need to find the answer. MCQ වල ඒකයි මේක කර. Some students, I don't know whether they are here, just they write explanations, no need, right? Explanations ලියන්න එපා. එක්කෙනෙක් මට බලන්න ගිහිල්ලා ටිකක් අමාරු වුණා මේ. එයා just number එක දාලා නැහැ. answer එක ලියලා. දැන් මට ආයෙත් paper එක දැන් මම ඉස්සරේ මායි ස්කීම් එක දාගෙන paper එක බලන්න. මට ආයෙත් paper එකට යන්න උනා. බලන්න ඒක. ඒක කරන්න එපා. ඒක මට ටිකක් අමාරුයි මේ බලන්න paper ගොඩක් තියෙද්දි ටටක් ගාලා බලාගන්න අමාරුයි. Just write the answer. වගේ number එක ලියුවාම ඇති මට. ඕක cross අතිරයක් ගන්න මේ O level paper එකේ ඒ pattern එකට උරු වෙන්න මොකද මේ guidelines හරියට follow කරනවා කියන එකත් එක method එකක්. දැන් I gave that student marks, but sometimes some teachers may not allow because O level වලට එක් කරන්න බෑ. I think that most of them are doing that for better. අර කියන්නේ යාලා මේක හොඳට හරියටම ගත්තා කියන ආන්සර් එක පෙන්නන explanations ලියන්න. But දැන් මේ වගේ නෙවෙයිදී no need. In some questions I ask you to write explanations also. In class time when theory classes වල එහෙම කරද්දී මම කියනවා මේක explanations එක්ක ලියන්න කියලා. ඔයා කියන මට prove කරගන්න පුළුවන් that you know theory well. But in this kind of setup, you have 1 hour period and you need to do 20 MCQs, 2 structured and essay. So don't do that. Okay. Then 14th one, select the incorrect statement about human menstrual cycle. And the other thing, when you need to switch on your cameras. So if not, I deduct marks from you guys. So 2 students, I think I remove and also 1 student. Again, full session එකම cam off ද නැත්නම් partially කැඩෙනවද කියන එක half වගේ cam on කරලා ඉන්නවා කියලා බලලා එතනින් deduct කරනවා. මොකද මට වෙන option එකක් නැහැ ඔක දෙන්න නැත්නම් අනිත් පැත්ත cam off කරනවා. එතකොට cam off on off කියන එකේ ලොකු මේකක් කියන්නේ කෙනෙක් කියන පුළුවන් cam on කරත් ඉතින් I can refer internet and things. I can answer it. Yes, you can. But ඒකේ අර බලන්නේ just ඔයා ඒ setup එකට ready ද කියන එක. tape එකක් ලියනවා කියන එක. නැත්නම් ඔබ සමහරු cam off කරන්න යද්දි just they go washrooms and just drinking water with go to kitchen and drinking water. දැන් එහෙම bad exam එකනේ. Like you need to sit on a chair and that 3 hour period, 4 hour period actually. So you need to write 4 hour කියන්නේ 1 hour MCQ එක අනිත් එක 3 hour. So 3 hour එක අනිවාර්යෙන් ඔයා 3 hours ඉන්නම ඕන. ඔයාට washroom යන්න පුළුවන් with the invigilator. But ඒකත් resistance එකක් තියෙනවනේ යන්න ඒක ලේසි නෑ. තනියම යන්න දෙන්නේ. ඒකට ඔයා අර ඒ setup එකට හුරු වෙන්න. අන්න ඒක තමයි මම අර cam on කරන්න කියන්නේ. Then you are ready for that. Right? හරියට prepare වෙලා ඔයාගේ background එක පොඩ්ඩක් හදාගෙන blur අවුල් නම් blur කරගෙන හරි ඔයා setup එක හදනවනේ. That's important, right? Exam එකේ ඔයාට you need to wear your uniform and මේ හරියට ඔයාගේ out appearance එක හදාගෙන exam එක දෙන්න. That thing is important, right? ඒකට practice එකක් තමයි ඔය මම කියන්නේ මේ on කරන්න කියලා. නැත්නම් සමහර අය අපේ මේ නායකයෙක් මම කවුරු හරි දාලා තිබ්බා මේ ඉතින් ඕක chat GPT එකෙන් ගහලා paper එකට answers ලියන්න පුළුවන් කියලා cam on කරන්නේ. Yes, you can. පුළුවන් එහෙම කරන්න. මේ but no point නේ එහෙම කරලා. Right, then මේ විදිහට කරමු අපි හරියට කරමු එතකොට ඒක. ඔයාලට maximum outcome එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. marks ගැන එච්චර worry වෙන්න එපා. marks නෙමෙයි important thing is like your errors. errors ටික කොච්චර correct කරනවද කියන එක තමයි important. Then at the final term like you will score. අපි දැන් full papers ලියද්දී you will score higher marks. දැන් බලන්න ඕනේ මේ MCQs ඔක්කොම correct කරනවට වඩා අර errors ඔයා කොයි තැන්වලද ඔයාගේ issues තියෙන්නේ ඒවා correct කරගන්න ඕන. මොන පාඩම් වලද මොන lessons වලද issues තියෙන්නේ කියන එක බලන්න. Okay, then 14th one, select the incorrect statement about human menstrual cycle. I think we 14th one. Yes. So first one, at the first 14 days of menstrual cycle, estrogen hormone is released from the ovary. Yeah, estrogen hormone is released in the first 14 days. Ovulation වෙනකන් estrogen ලොකු role එකක් play කරනවා. Second one, estrogen hormone level is high at the last 14 days of the menstrual cycle. Estrogen hormone level is high at the last 14 days. estrogen hormone. Mhm. There is there that will keep second one. Third one, there is no effect of the estrogen hormone in the proliferation phase of the uterus. That's incorrect. Proliferation phase definitely that's a main function. Proliferation phase. Then there is an effect of estrogen progesterone hormone at the secondary phase of menstrual cycle. That's also true. Make it third one එක තමයි we accept as answer. But second one එකත් ඉතින් just if someone put second one as answer, just inform me. ඒකත් කෙනෙක්ට ආගිව් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඉන්න හරියටම chart එක grade 10 grade 10 ඔයාලගේ chart එක බැලුවොත් estrogen levels lower. පේන්නේ නැතුව ඔයාලගේ textbook එකෙන් බලන්න. Page number 53 නේ. 53 එකේ එතකොට last 14 days with the estrogen level quite low than the progesterone. ටිකක් තියෙනවා තමයි but progesterone වලට වඩා low. දැන් මේකේ මේ question එකේ ගත්තොත් second answer එකේ estrogen hormone level is high at the last 14 days. එතන comparison එකක් දීලා නැහැ. නිකන් just they say as high. එතකොට second එකත් කෙනෙක්ට කියන්න පුළුවන් it's also answer කියලා. But the best answer is third one. හොඳ මේක third. But second එකටත් marks O level වගේ paper එක second එකත් accept කරන්න පුළුවන්. I think clear if it මම කියන එක මම clear නැත්නම් chat එකේ දාන්න I will repeat that with best possible way. 15th one given below is a setup arranged using acidic KMnO4 to investigate the factors and rate of chemical reaction. So can you guys put in the chat what are the factors, all the factors affecting for rate of reaction quickly? I'll give 3 minutes. What are the factors affecting for rate of chemical reaction? Mitara one. Mitara. No. This Mitara put this for solubility. I'm asking for rate of chemical reaction. Yeah, Pahanya answer is almost correct, but one missing, one factor is missing here. Based on the physical state, two factors around gaseous නම් එකක්, liquid නම් තව එකක්. Gaseous එක Pahanya mentioned, but the liquid one missed. Kirnara just send the answers. Okay. Okay, so one is surface area of the reactants, right? So if the surface area is high, stem cell reactant, meaning reactivity, rate of reaction also increase, right? කියනවා granules ගන්නවට වඩා powders ගන්නවා නම් surface area එක වැඩි, then rate of reaction increase. And temperature, when you increase the temperature, rate of reaction increase. And pressure. If it is a gaseous reactant, if it is a gaseous reactant, pressure will affect. If it is a liquid one, concentration affect. Right. So you need to mention it clearly. Concentration of a liquid and gas pressure of a gas based on the situation or the question set up we are known. And the other thing is what? Concentration. Last one, catalyst. Catalyst, right? Catalyst. Well, guys, I think you guys remember there's a table in the last page of that lesson, I think. B2O5, porous iron, nickel. So that table you need to remember, right? Making MCQs, you need to remember. And also in the make a good kind of history. Hydrogen peroxide decomposition. ඒකනම් තියෙන්නේ catalyst topic එක තියෙන page එකේමයි practical is there practical එකේ points වල they mention that ඕන නම් මේක ලියලා තියන්න H2O2 H2O plus O2 වෙනවා so this is the hydrogen peroxide decomposition reaction I put 2 here 2 here to balance. So here catalyst I don't have colors, but just put these in different color. So මෙතන catalyst catalyst. What's the catalyst here? And also inhibitor here. Inhibitor means they reduce the rate of reaction. Inhibitor. What the catalyst? What the inhibitor? Catalyst MnO2 manganese dioxide inhibitor sulfuric H2SO4. So ගොඩක් අය මේක කරලා මතක නැහැ. O level paper also they asked this. I think last 2 years they asked paper එක අමාරු වෙනකොට ඔය වගේ ඒවා අහන්න. Then I think last this time Western province paper is people say like it's difficult and marks also below the par most of the students. So ඒ කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ අර standard එක high කරලා. So okay. Then when the above setup the arranged, then make answer make increasing order of time or increasing order of time. You can lowest time highest time. Lowest time means rate of reaction at its highest level. The rate of reaction highest when okay. මෙතන පොඩි issue එකකුත් තියෙනවා මේ question එකේ A the C because factors දෙකක් different concentration and the temperature. එතකොට අපිට A කියන්නත් පුළුවන් තව අපිට C කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. Anyway අපි A කියලා ගත්ත the first two answers having A as the first answer, last two having C. එතකොට lowest මේක තියෙන්නේ lowest rate of reaction තියෙන්නේ B, right? B again temperature එකත් low, concentration also low. So එතකොට B තමයි lowest එක වෙන්න ඕනේ. B lowest එක වෙන්න second or third answer. හැබැයි දැන් issue එක එතකොට second third එකකින් මොකක්ද correct එක කියන්නේ? Second A and C. Yes. එතන මම හිතන්නේ 2 3 දෙකටම දෙන්න වෙනවා. But මේකේ my scheme එකේ නම් තිබ්බේ 15th question they choose as 3 but second එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද අපිට AC කියන එක differentiate කරන්න මෙතන බෑ. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ calculations කරලා ගන්න පුළුවන් A level chemistry වල නම්. There are some equations for that. But here you only know the fact එකක් increase වෙනවා නම් rate of reaction increase වෙනවා or අනිත් පැත්තට decrease වෙනවා විතරයි. දැන් එතකොට අපිට බෑ 0.1 එකයි 0.2 එකේ concentration difference එක temperature difference එක දෙන 30 Celsius to 60 Celsius. ඒ දෙක හරියට differentiate කරගන්න බෑ. So second and third both are correct. If someone put 2 and I put incorrect, so just send me a message. I will correct it in your class report. Your mark sheet and change the. So 16th one, the graph shows the motion of a mechanical wave. Select the answer which shows the symbols of amplitude, wavelength, and frequency. So amplitude is the maximum displacement of a wave. Maximum displacement of wave. කියන්නේ midpoint එකේ ඉඳලා principal axis එකේ ඉඳලා උඩට කොච්චරක් යනවද කියන්නේ. එතකොට මෙතන ඒක ගන්න වෙන්නේ A වලින් A. එතකොට first two answers විතරයි අපිට අනිත් දෙක රිජෙක්ට් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ රිජෙක්ට් කරන ඒවා එක්කෝ cross දාලා අයින් කරන්න එක්කෝ cut කරන්න. Best thing is like put cross. Then like answer is still visible. So if the first thinking pattern එක wrong කියලා හිතනොත් ඔයාලා අනිත් answers දෙකත් ආයෙ reconsider කරන්න පුළුවන්. The put cross if එහෙම cross දාලා මොන හරි ඔයාලට doubt එකක් තියෙනවා put question mark also. And हमारा correct දාලා question mark දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Either always are actively use your hand also. Like හිතද්දී your brain is working and use your hand also. Underline කරන්න, හරි දාන්න, put crosses, ticks, and then like mistake ratio එක mostly you can minimize mistakes වෙන එක අඩු කරගන්න පුළුවන් when you use your brain and the hand simultaneously. Okay, so first two answers, then wavelength. Wavelength means this distance between two crest, adjacent crest or adjacent troughs, right? So එතකොට මෙතන ඒකේ බීමනේ දීලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට first second දෙකම okay. ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ wave එකේ starting point and the end point. එක wave එක oscillation එකේ starting point එකයි end point එකයි mention කරලා තියෙන B කියන. So we can accept as wavelength. ඒ කියන්නේ wavelength එක විදිහට අපිට තැන් තුනකින් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Wavelength. එකක් මේකේ starting point එකයි end point එකයි. So this is of wavelength. And this one also wavelength. Two length between two crests. And this one also length between two troughs is also what? Frequency. Right? Frequency. Sorry, wavelength. Sorry. Yeah, wavelength. Then the frequency. C and F. එතන ගන්න වෙන්නේ F නේ. මොකද එතනනේ complete wave එකක් තියෙන්නේ. What is frequency? 16, yeah. They accept as 2. Yeah. What is frequency? Just can you put quickly in chat? 8, 5, 10. Anyway, just put quickly. What is frequency of a wave? Quickly, I'll give only 2 minutes. What is frequency? Define the term frequency. Japan is okay. कितना रहा हूँ? Yeah, you need time 1 second. You need time back in 1 second. Better if you can write oneness කියන එකත් brackets එකේ තියනවා නම් it's good. But anyway, you need time to allocate 1 second තමයි. SI unit එක seconds. Okay, so I'll move forward. So 17, the Punnett square include the genotype received by self-pollination between the heterozygous genotypes of long leaves, more suitable genotypes for X and Y. Uh, X can X, yeah, simple X, only simple X, L I. So third one is the answer. That's simple. 18th one, a disease which spread among public at present due to change of lifestyle and preventing from natural food habits, non-communicable diseases. That's the most discussing topic currently. Cancers, diabetic, cholesterol location, and diabetic and cancers are the main, and kidney issues are the main non-communicable disease now in Sri Lanka and also most part of the world. But other things, deficiency diseases, hereditary diseases, mental disorders, so ඒවා lifestyle එකේ adjustment කරන්න පුළුවන්. But ඊට වඩා සමහරවිට hereditary diseases වගේ lifestyle එකේ changes කරා කියලා ඒවා cure කරන්න බෑ. ඒවට specific therapies ඕනේ and drugs. Mental disorders උත් එහෙමයි. Specific therapies තියෙනවා. And deficiency diseases වලට ඒ අදාළ supplements දෙන්න ඕනේ. Then 19th, statements you consider as a result of productivity of light emitting diodes than the other bulbs in illuminate houses are. Light emitting diode, LEDs, right? I think you know. එතකොට මේකේ A, B, C, D වලින් amount of electricity wasted is relatively low. Yeah, A is correct. Because light emitting diode waste එක අඩුයි ගොඩක්. Then the second one, the prices of the accessories are very low. එහෙම කියන්න බෑ. දැන් price එක සාමාන්‍ය normal bulb එකකට වඩා LED bulb එක price එක high. But අර ඒකේ current bill එකෙන් එන efficiency එක බලලා ඒකෙන් අපිට ගාණක් ඉතුරු වෙනවනේ. We can save some money. So that's why we invest for LED bulbs, but normal filament bulbs are just very small now value. Lifetime is relatively high. ඒකත් එහෙම we can't say it as lifetime is high. Sometimes it can damage, right? But thing is like they give warranty for that, the LED bulbs. So then we can exchange that if it happen in 1 year or 2 year period. So, but lifetime high කියන්න බෑ. ඒක සමහර bulbs වල lifetime high, some bulbs are not like that. So A only. You know? 20th one, statement with aging, ability of bodies respond to stimuli becomes less. Yes. Worn out nerve cells can be repaired again. No, nerve cells can't be repaired. That's why stroke එකකදී දැන් මම physiotherapy stroke patients ලත් එක mostly engaging. So yeah, nerve cells are not repaired again. So brain eකට damage එකක් වුණොත් that's permanent damage. That's why stroke එකක් හැදුනම they it's very difficult to come their normal life, right? Some defects are remaining. එක්ක hand එකේ එක්ක legs වල likewise. Okay, so we finished that one, and I need to discuss some essay part also for here. Maybe. Can we move to that light diagram? මොකද ඒක හැමෝගෙම වගේ වැරදි. කවුරුත් හිතේ full marks ගත්තා. ඒකේ මම 4 marks වගේ allocate කරා, but no one did. Two light rays falling on certain type of mirror is shown in the diagram. Right. This is quite different than what we normally draw in the theory classes, but this is in our syllabus, right? So, can you quickly now draw it again? I also draw in the book. Oh. So, maybe principal axis එක අදිද්දී definitely you need to mark the key things. One is this line, this vertical line එක පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මේකේ මෙයාට දීලා තියෙන එකේ පෙන්වන්නේ නැතුණාට like when you draw this in your book, you need to draw. Right? Without that, don't do because we use this vertical line as the reflecting surface, not this curved one. Right? So then F එක mark කරන්න ඕනේ, C එක mark කරන්න ඕනේ, and also P. And this distance between P and F and C should be equal. Right? ඒක equal වෙන්නම ඕනේ හරියට measure කරලා අඳින්න නැත්නම් image එක වැරදි. මේ පැත්තේ ඕනනම් mark කරන්න පුළුවන්, but that's no need F and C. Save that reflection. Then object between C and F, right? C and F here is on. Then the object is like this. And you need to start light rays from the top of the object. So that show that. So parallel light ray up here, no? I can't draw it here perfectly because of this is whiteboard. So this parallel light ray goes through the F, right? F through M. Right? That's a basic light ray. And the other one, මේක අපි වැඩි use කරන්නේ නෑ. මොකද මේක use කරන එක ටිකක් විතර අමාරුයි වුණා. මොකද මේ වගේ light ray එකක් හඳුනහම so this is incident ray. මේක ඔයා මෙන්න මෙතන incident angle එක measure කරන්න. හරි. principal axis එකයි light ray එකයි අතර තියෙන angle එක you need to measure. හරි. Here මෙතන දැන් 20 degree තිබ්බා කියමු. එතකොට මේ angle එකටම තමයි මේ පැත්තට you need to draw this. You need to draw this. Then 20. So somehow මේක ඇඳලා තිබ්බා ඒ විදිහට, but they didn't mention this angle. angle එක measure කරේ නැති වුණත් definitely you need to mark. පාට ඒක show කරන්න වෙනවා. මේ tape එක බලන කෙනාට indicate කරන්න වෙනවා. මම මේක measure කරලා ඇද්ද කියලා. measure කරලා අදින එක තමයි much better if you don't have that instrument that time. Then අර කියන close යන විදිහට අදින්න. You can draw that. And definitely mark 20, 20 or whatever. Right. And also arrows are really important. Somehow arrows දාලා තිබ්බේ නැහැ. Arrows දාලා තිබ්බේ නැහැ. Yeah. So then put this as a so what which law of light reflection used to above reflected rays? So I equals R. Incident angle and reflected angle are equal. Right, I think clear. If you have any issues, just ask. Mm, yeah, some matter may make it may in structure, second structure is correct or nothing, but if we have much time, remain time, I will come to that. Because most of guys are correctly answered, but some are incorrect in that question also. But Meghana, you are full marks I will come to this essay paper once we finish that tute. Just go to I put a tute just before the class start. A plus mark make I put just a name. There are I think 16 questions. No? So can you quickly do first 10 questions? First 10 questions, I will give 10 minutes. Now it's 10:17, 8:17, 8:27. 8:30 kilogam. 8:30 වෙනකන් 10 questions තියෙනවා. Quickly put your answers in the chat with the question number. And the other thing is like when your answer sheets, just write your name at the top, right? Some people not writing skill. මොකද මට චෙක් කරන්න යද්දි ඒක බස් ප්‍රශ්න මාක්ස් දා 4 minutes left. 8:30. Can you just put your answers? Comment में yes comment करेंगे तुम्हारे just put your answers and I will give you a mark. Pahanya send me Kitnara and Uttara. Quick listen. Mitara remain. Quickly 10:30 to 8:30. Mitara send me. I will start discussion introducing email since time is going. First one, setups arranged by a student to collect two gases are given in the diagram. Uh, Setups are so there are three ways. There are three ways of collecting gases. So what are the three ways? Two, three. So three ways. One is downward displacement of downward displacement of water. Right? Downward displacement of water. මේ method එක use කරන්න පුළුවන් all three gases. All three gases. Right? Wait, give me 1 minute. Right, okay. So downward displacement of water in a method we can use for all three gases, right? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen, right? So, but there are other two ways. What are downward displacement of air and upward displacement of air? The downward displacement of air in a method, the downward displacement of air moves downwards and particular gas collect here, right? So we can collect H2 using this method because H2 is lighter than normal air, right? It's product light we can collect that in using up downward displacement of air. The other method is upward displacement of air. This method we can use for collect carbon dioxide gas. Collect carbon dioxide gas. Right? So carbon dioxide gas is it's heavier than normal air. So we can use this. But again, අපි මොකක් හරි ඉතින් අපිට POH2O pure carbon dioxide collect කරගන්න ඕන නම් we go for downward displacement of water. But because like we can mix වෙන්නේ එයා එකත් එක පොඩ්ඩක්වත් mix වෙන්නේ water ලේයර් එකක්නේ තියෙන්නේ යටින්. ඒතර කාබන් ඩයොක්සයිඩ් පියෝ කාබන් ඩයොක්සයිඩ් කලෙක්ට් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකෙන් ඔන්න එතනට සත එකක් දාලා අපිට ඊට පස්සේ කාබන් ඩයොක්සයිඩ් or that particular gas we can remove. But මේ methods එකේ මේ මේ mix වෙන්න පුළුවන් එයා එකත් එක්ක. ඒක ටිකක් not a good thing, right? And අපිට PO H2O pure carbon dioxide collect කරගන්න එක ටිකක් difficult. But in a setup like this, like in your home or in a classroom, like we can use this method to produce and collect carbon dioxide and oxygen, hydrogen. But in a lab setup, අපිට අරක හදන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක ටිකක් complex. ඒ setup එක හදාගන්න එක ටිකක් complex and time taking. But that can collect pure gas. Right? දැන් මේකෙදි oxygen, carbon dioxide, and H2. The first answer එක anyway is correct. Right? හතරම අපිට accept කරන්න පුළුවන්. But the second one ඒකේ අනිවාර්යෙන් මොකක් වෙන්න ඕනද? අනිවාර්යෙන් H2 වෙන්න ඕනේ. Y එක H2 වෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. එතකොට ඔයාලා ඔප්පු ආන්සර්ස් වලින් මෙන්න first and second one මාක් කරලා oxygen, carbon dioxide මේ විදිහට බෑ. dioxide downward moving ඕන්නම් බලන්න තියෙන note එක ගිහිල්ලා මේ grade 10 part 2 book එකේ gas collection මේ changes in metabolism එකේ තියෙනවා. Right, I think clear. If any doubts. Always your answer when we are in Zoom chat, just send your answers to Zoom. And because I can't access to, I can go to WhatsApp, but the screen that I can handle properly. So now it's okay, but next time put in the chat. So answer is 4 නේ. 4 එක වෙන්න ඕනේ. Oxygen and Y එක වෙන්න ඕනේ H2 gas. Any issues මොනවා හරි issues තියෙනවා නම් just ask. First එකට fourth answer. Second එක the characteristic which helps differentiate same note played by two musical instruments. Yeah, quality of sound. So pitch එක depend වෙන්නේ මොන fact එකමද? Pitch එක depend වෙන්නේ. Pitch depends on frequency, right? And loudness depends on what? Depends on what factor? Amplitude, right? So remember, amplitude. Shape එක තමයි quality of sound. So frequency will affect for pitch, amplitude affect for loudness, shape affect for quality of sound. Then third one, select the instance where there is unbalanced force act. An object resting on a table. Resting on a table. So weight downwards, down direction force upwards. So no unbalanced force. A ball staying stationary from when hung from a string. That's also no unbalanced force, right? Again, නිකන් එල්ලීලා තියෙනවනේ. එතකොට weight එක තියෙනවා downwards and string එකේ tension එක තියෙනවා upwards. මෙතන මේක tension mark කරන්න පුළුවන්. Weight down. Right. ඊට පස්සේ third one, movement of an object thrown vertically upwards. Yeah. There is unbalanced force because gravitational acceleration always downwards. ඒකත් එක්ක mass එක එකතු වුණාම F equals ma. There is a downward force. The third is the answer. Fourth one, movement of object along a straight path with constant velocity. Constant velocity, no unbalanced force. Newton's first law again we described. If some object is stationary or constant velocity, there is no unbalanced force. So third one is the answer. Then fourth question, which element has the electronic configuration of a noble gas? Thirdly, I think it's clear because highest ionization energy තියෙන්නේ 8 group එකට. 8 group තමයි having highest ionization energy. Highest electronegativity තියෙන්නේ which group? 7th group, right? Fluorine වලට තමයි highest ම තියෙන්නේ. Anyway, 7th group has highest numbers. Highest, then fluorine highest electronegativity, highest ionization energy තියෙන කාටද? Highest ionization energy. මම time දෙන්න ඔයාලට answer send කරන්න, but ඔයා හිතින් හදාගන්න answer. Correct නම් just you can be happy. Helium. Helium is the highest ionization energy in whole periodic table. Which element shows the highest electronegativity? එතකොට මෙතන answer එක fifth එකත් හරි. Then the 14th one, which of the following diagram correctly shows refraction of a light ray through the rare and dense medium? Rare and dense media. What happened? මෙතන මේකත් වරද්දලා තිබ්බා. මොකද වෙන්නේ? Light ray එකක් dense to rare යද්දී what happened? It goes away from the normal light. Away from the normal light. Right? So this dense rare. So make a tau increase with the තමයි මොකක්ද form වෙන්නේ? Critical angle. When you increase this I further, then it goes the border of two media, then it creates 90-degree angle of R. So then it is critical angle. So this I called as critical angle. Right? And the last one, when you increase further, what will happen? The light ray comes same medium. So this is total internal reflection. Then make a first answer ගත්තොත් rare medium to dense medium. එතකොට ඔය light ray එක යන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා එයා යන්න ඕනේ rare to dense නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? light ray එක move වෙනවා කොයි පැත්තටද? normal line එක පැත්තට. It goes towards normal line. The first එක wrong, second එක correct. මේක accept කරන්න පුළුවන්. මෙන්න මේ situation එකදී third one rare to dense, bad. Dense to rare තමයි මේක. ഇനി ഫസ്റ്റ് ഫോർത്ത് വൺ prior to dense total internal reflection വരുന്നത്. So second is the answer. So what are issues there? Many may tuna definitely you need to remember like maybe එක පේරියන සීක්වෙන්ස් එකකට මම ලියාගන්න ඕනේ මම theory class එකේදී එක line එකට අඳින්න මේක. So you need to draw because make a multiple times they questioning all level paper. So quickly draw and put a thumbs up when you finish. Quickly now. 10:45. Finish kitnara mitara nillage maare inni. Nara nara. Just react when you finish. Please. Okay, so I think finish. Seventh one. Select the choice only with the virus cause sexually transmitted diseases, herpes and AIDS, right? Gonorrhea and what's the other one? Syphilis comes with bacteria, right? Gonorrhea and syphilis, right? There's a table, I think. No table. This is description. Then eighth one, deficiency of which vitamin cause scurvy? Vitamin C. That's easy. So can you quickly put in the chat what are the issues with mention one issue causing vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin D. Just one issue is enough. Vitamin A deficiency issue then B world then issue D world. Quickly because the table is quite hard to remember. We'll see where you remember deficiency. Quickly put in the chat. Okay. Okay, so B වලට anemia and beriberi ඒ කියන්නේ B වලින්ම විතරක් හැදෙන්න පුළුවන් එකක් තමයි beriberi condition එක beriberi disease. Anemia වලට I think they mention another one. No, නේ ඔයාලා look there are some other issue. Vitamins also causing for vitamin A anemia, but in your O-level syllabus they mention only vitamin B. It's fine. Anemia, beriberi යන්න පුළුවන්. Vitamin A වලට common මේක තමයි night blindness. And what are the two vitamins causing for dryness? Deficiency of two vitamins causing for dryness of skin. එහෙම ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න පුළුවන්. Dryness of skin වලට issues වෙන what are the core positive vitamins? Vitamin deficiency skill. Vitamin A and B කියනවා. හරි. Vitamin A and B. There are different ways වලින් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න පුළුවන්. Anyway, good. Like you mentioned most of the conditions. So anyway, we'll move to next ninth one. An object placed upright on the principal axis in front of a convex mirror. Convex mirror. What happens to the image when the object moves towards the mirror? What happens to the image when object is moved towards the mirror? මේකට ඉතින් I think you put correct answer. Your answers are correct, but can you quickly draw this diagram we have already? Okay. Anyway, just quickly draw this. We'll make a diagram here. F, C, P here. So place the object away from C. C වලට මෙහෙන් එක diagram එකක දාන්න. අනිත් එකේ object එක place කරන්න between නෙමෙයි මේ between P and F. එතන මේ හැරෙන් object එක place. Which is first one, which is second one. Quickly draw. And this will give the answer for this question. So use same size of object and use same F and C distance. නැත්තම් වෙනස් වෙනවා. මගේ හරියටම ගන්න බෑ මොකද බෝඩ් එකේ looking at this plain surface. Once you finish both diagrams, just put thumbs up. Right? Finish. So I think you will get becomes bigger and get closer to the mirror. Then close to the mirror, but size can't compare because the parameters are different with two diagrams. But when you use same distance, like PF is focal length 2 centimeters, now 2 centimeters. You will get second as the answer. Okay, so 10th one example for some industrial processes are given below. Extraction of cinnamon oil, extraction of salt from seawater, production of cement using limestone. Uh, which of the above use separating techniques? Cinnamon oil හදන්න ගන්නවා, salt choose කරන්න separating techniques use කරනවා, cement හදන්න එහෙම separating techniques use කරන්නේ as a major one. So A and B only. Right. Okay. Can you quickly go to next six questions also? We have just 16 minutes to finish this class, and I'll give 6 to 8 minutes like quickly finish and put the answers. So past papers, well, I think better to do some specific questions like අමාරු questions ටිකක් මම මුලින් discuss කරන්න බැලුවේ මොකද lazy easy questions වල time ගන්න එක අපරාධ some most of you guys complete some past papers. So if you need some explanations for first we'll complete 2016 to 2020 කියන category එක. 16 වල ඉඳලා 2020 වෙනකම්. If you have any questions that you need explanations, just mention. I will take it into the sheet. Mm, then today we don't have time, but next week I will discuss some difficult questions of past papers. Yeah. And I will put some essay questions in the chat or in the chat. So you need to complete those questions, essay questions, and send me the PDF. finish, then you quickly send. But if you have any issues with grade 10, you can join for grade 10 class also. It's in Saturday night, 8 p.m. today. We cancelled that class, we postponed to Wednesday. මේ extra fee එකක් ඕනේ just මේ fee එක it's okay, you can just attend, and there also we do monthly test, so if you have any issues like so cover කරගන්න මොන හරි lessons වලට issues තියෙනවා මට you can just put a message when we do this particular lesson, I will inform you, then you can join. Mitara using quickly. For the 11th one, what is, I will start with 9, 10. What is the total resistance of circuit when switch is closed? S එක close කරාම එතන පොඩි මේ tactic එකක් තියෙනවා. මේක මේන්ම wire එකක් තියෙනවා නිකන්. S එක close කරාගෙන මේක plain wire එකක්. There's no resistance there. Right? So ඒ වගේ තැනකින් මොකද වෙන්නේ? This current just flow through this wire. Right? No need to go from these obstacles. There are few obstacles in a path that we select the most easiest path. So electrons also, electrons coming and choose this easiest path. So all the electrons travel through this. Then measuring 1,000 electrons and again, all 1,000 electrons go this free pathway. If S pathway is closed, then those 2 ohm and 2 ohm comes to action. Right? 2 ohm and 2 ohm comes to action. So yeah. And here only these 2 ohm works because then තියෙන එක path එකක් විතරයි. So electrons definitely need to pass through this resistor. So this will comes to our answer. So this answer is 2 ohm. Answer is 2 ohm. is switch S is open na, then answer එක මොකද්ද? මේක open නම් මෙතන. Then answer is 2 ohm 2 ohm මෙතන තියෙන. එතකොට ඒක 1 ohm parallel නිසා plus 2 ohm. Then it's 3 ohm. Then 24th one, pH value of the medium changes as food travels along the digestive tract from mouth to esophagus, stomach to stomach to small intestine, the order in which pH value changes. Mouth කියන්නේ most of the time it considered as a neutral one. Neutral එකක් කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ. But according to this, we consider it as a basic one. 12 වලට කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද second answer එක 12 4 නෑනේ second answer එක ආවොත් ඒකත් නිකන් දැන් esophagus එකයි mouth එකයි දෙකම neutral කියලා තමයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් A level biology වල අපි consider but O level වල it's basic කියලා යනවා මේකත් accept කරලා තියෙන basic කියන එක හැබැයි questions වලදී පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න then මෙතන නම් fourth one they accept basic then stomach එක acidic then small intestine basic small intestine definitely basic small intestine එක because bicarbonate ions are coming from pancreatic juice and it's basic anyway stomach acidic anyway pH 2 වගේ තියෙනවා so but mouth and esophagus it considered as a light basic one but some books it says as neutral දැන් මේක ඇත්තටම සෙකන්ඩ් එකක් හොත් දෙකම අර ක්ලෝස් යන දෙකම ඇක්සෙප්ට් කරන්න පුළුවන් මම ඒක බැලුවේ සෙකන්ඩ් එක කවුරු හරි මාර්ක් දෙනවා නෝ මවුත් ඇසිඩික් වෙන්න බෑ මවුත් ඇසිඩික් වෙන්න බෑ ඒක උනත් එහෙම ඉවරයි 13th one according to this reaction values x y z so make a balance කරන්න තියෙන්නේ I think most of guys are correct I think all three correctly answered for that fourth one is the answer I think no need to explain 26th one point C in equilibrium මෙතන මේ moment equilibrium නා මොකද වෙන්න ඕන clockwise moment equal වෙන්න ඕනේ right maybe anti-clockwise moment එකට ඒතර 2 into 25 equal 1 into W so W වෙනවා 50 newton easy moment how organisms can be classified as domains eukarya archaea bacteria that also easy then 16th one a solution is prepared by dissolving 80 grams of sodium hydroxide in 360 grams of water. The mole fraction of sodium hydroxide. Mole fraction ആണ്. So එතකොට sodium hydroxide just sodium hydroxide වල මේ molar mass කීයද? Molar mass of sodium hydroxide 23 16 plus 1 40 40 dmol minus 1 ඒ කියන්නේ 80 grams කියන්නේ 2 moles නේ 2 moles then water 360 grams divided by 18 gmol minus 1 so it's 20 moles එතකොට mole fraction එක වෙන්නේ 2 divided by 2 divided by 2 plus 20 solvent plus solute so then it's 2 divided by 22 1 over 11 1 over 11 is the answer right okay so I think all the questions are clear for you if any questions just I'll give 2-3 minutes you can just ask I will give the homework I will put in the group what are the essay questions you need to complete and send the PDF I will check roughly how you are doing. Then, no, අපි මෙහෙම කරමු. Just do the questions and check with you have my scheme. If you don't have my schemes, just ask me, I will send. So just put your marks. Marks දාන්න 15 or 20 වලින් කීයද කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ then send me the PDF. Right? Then I can check whether you have done it properly or not. දැන් මේක ඔයාලට පොත් බලන් ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. It's fine. ඔයා බලන්න නැතුව ලියන්න තරමට හොඳයි. Don't write without looking the book. After writing, you know like what areas, like what බැරි වුණ areas මොනවද කියලා you know now. Then, right? So then check the book. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා my scheme එකත් එක check කරන ගමන් මේ textbook එකෙන් ඒ ටික study කරන්න. But අර පොත බලාගෙන ලියන්න එපා. copywriting වෙනවනේ that this nerve cells are not working. brain එක නිකන් පැත්තකට වෙලා ඉන්නේ. ඒතර memory එකක් හැදෙන්නේ. So you need to do and you may marks දාන්න. ඒක මම කාටවත් එහෙම share කරන්නේ මොකද ඒක homework. So එතකොට like it's privately we can keep. I just check whether you have done it properly. So then I will ask you to put in your class report. Class report එකේ දාන්න දෙන්න. එතකොට මේ ඒක අර පොඩි අපිට track කරගන්න පුළුවන්. හරියට කරාද නැත්නම්. Anyway, first thing is that yeah, complex first thing is do the questions, essay questions when I put it in the group and complete those. Check your marks and send me the PDF. වාගේ තරම් PDF එක marks දාපෙකට ගෙවන්න. ඒක කරන්න මේ yeah, weekly test 12 from Monday. Monday start, Monday or Thursday you can write at 9 p.m. Right. Every week try to improve your weak points. Right. Errors correct. Okay, we'll finish the session in today's Pesak and enjoy the day, and we'll join on next Saturday. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.